Greetings, YouTube. Today's article comes out of Wisconsin. It seems that a student wore a t-shirt that says, "Jesus is not a homophobe," and that caused some controversy. Initially, he was requested to take the shirt off and reverse it so he couldn't read it, and he did so. But over a break, he did some research and looked into his First Amendment rights and decided that the shirt actually didn't violate anything and that he should be able to wear it, and he did. He has since been suspended for this particular act, and he has gotten a legal team behind him, go student, and is going to be suing the school to protect his First Amendment speech. Now, unfortunately, high school students, by and large, don't have much when it comes to First Amendment speech in America, so I don't know if he's going to succeed or not. But the school's reasoning behind this particular measure seems to be fairly thin, in my opinion. I'm going to quote what the school has said. "The message communicated by the student's t-shirt is sexual in nature and therefore indecent and inappropriate in a school setting." Now, the image itself, and I'll be connecting to a article about this, it'll show you an image of it. It shows an ichthys, which is the Christian fish, with a rainbow pattern within the fish, and of course the aforementioned offensive statement that Jesus is not a homophobe. Now, what the shirt is saying is that Jesus is not afraid of the same thing. Because homophobe means the same thing. Homo being same, phobe coming from phobia. Now, in the modern usage, it does refer to homosexuals. But that is a very indirect reference. It is not in any way, shape, or form referring to an act or anything like that. It's just saying that people that love each other, homosexual, are sometimes feared, hence the term homophobe, which is a little strange when it comes to language, but you know, what do you want? That's English for you. It's a very odd tongue. And I find this fascinating. This shirt is explicitly stating that the religion of peace, that the man that was supposed to have walked the earth and loved everyone and encouraged brotherhood and encouraged us to love our neighbors the way we ourselves would be loved. Quite frankly, I see that the true message is breaking down to love God and love your neighbor. And I don't see that this shirt says that Jesus isn't doing both of those things. It is saying he is not a bigot. It's a positive message in my book, folks, and I think that this t-shirt is something that you should encourage, not discourage. So I'll be intrigued to see how this case pans out. Maybe the school will just hope that the student will graduate before the case ever sees the light of day in a courthouse. But if the person is smart, they will continue to fight this until they get a resolution. Because you graduate doesn't mean that the court case ends. So I'd be interested in hearing what people have to say about this. This is interesting because it's not a pro-straight or a pro-gay or an anti-gay or an anti-straight shirt. This is a shirt that is explicitly stating that an important American religious figure is not a bigot. And the school is telling us that that is wrong. I find that a failure of education on pretty much every level.